All right, down here at High Desert Hobbies, bringing this motorcycle back, seeing if we can get them to run it today.
Hello there.
Good morning.
It's a long day for 30 bucks. Excellent. Did he sit up well? Oh, he's got his own little stand.
His own little stand. You got to carry it around with you.
Like that?
Yeah. No, the other way. Yep.
Oh, like that? Oh, I see.
We turn that down.
Oh, yeah. The size.
I'll get demonetized. I was able to get this battery in there.
Okay.
We got to leave the little connector hanging out because there's no room for it.
Oh, they give you a proprietary.
So it goes in here, and they say to put the battery cable end that way, but as you see, this is in the way, and there's no place in the box to tuck this thing.
Right.
It's not like wide enough to get it in there.
Right. Oh yeah.
So all I ended up doing was making sure it was flat,
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do.
and then this is actually supposed to go on this side, but the cable's too short.
Well, not only that, but you want to kind of keep it out of the way if possible.
Yes.
But as long as it takes most 2S, 5000s, and they won't have a problem. Because specialty batteries are problematic. 'Cause it's already 500 bucks.
Yes.
So now you say, oh, we need a special battery. No, it's 600 bucks.
Yes.
That's not a good thing.
Well, and that's the thing, like, you can put a notch in this so that this can hang out,
yeah, probably will.
would probably be the best. But I ran it like
I
this.
remember when I was a young man, I had a motorcycle. My mom actually made me a suit for my little. If you ever look at craft motorcycles,
Uh-huh.
I think they came out like in 1980, 79, 80, somewhere around there. And I got one because I went to the hobby store.
Uh-huh.
And she made me a couple of little bike suit thingies, and I put them somewhere, and I can't find them.
Bike suits?
For the guy.
Okay.
So she actually made like little fabric things for the guy. And I thought, oh, what was that? So I had two different custom little. See, me and the actual guy he was really good.
So, and
Size
then
is right, that's for sure.
I love the size. I think, motorcycles, they were hard to keep up.
Oh yeah.
This one, no matter what, it's hard to knock down. So
Oh wow.
it's hard to get it to knock down. I couldn't get it, no matter, because there's 3 modes on this that's operated through this. And no matter which flash I got, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, it kept backflipping.
Oh, gotcha.
And I could, because 3 is supposed to be the wheelie mode.
Right.
And so I kept trying it, and it just, every time it came up, you could feel the gyro trying to bring it down. And then all of a sudden it would just, and then you have no throttle control of it.
Oh.
All of a sudden the gyro takes over, and it'll flip up on its head, and then the gyro like locks up the brake and it throws it back on its wheels, and then you have control again.
Okay. Positioning of the gyro apply releases and yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely amazing, but when you start it, it has to be off. The flywheel has to be off.
Oh really? Okay.
Then when you shut it down, once you, like now we'll power it up. So first thing you do is you turn the controller on. Of course, hit the start button over there. Yep. Then this will bind. You cannot touch it. It either has to be on its side or on the stand.
Okay.
If you're trying to hold it,
Position,
yeah,
right.
if you hold it, it's going to go in fail safe, and you get all this funky beeping with this thing.
Right.
And the battery thing will just sit there and keep scrolling.
Okay. Yeah, it's either going to need, because when you do a receiver, it's either horizontal or vertical.
Yes.
There's no in between.
So you're not going to carry the stand with you, so the easiest thing is just to lay it on its side.
Right.
Once that's done, then you go ahead and turn the flywheel on. Now you're going to wait for that thing to get to full speed. And you'll hear it. You can hear it's winding up, winding up, winding up. And then when shutting it down, it's not just shutting it down. You can't just turn the car off and turn the remote off, or the gyro sit there and spin for like, it spun for almost 7 minutes before I could even touch the RC car. And in the quick start guide, it tells you this. It tells you when turning it off, turn off the flywheel, and it applies a drag brake. And it'll drag brake it and stop it faster.
It's got a freewheel.
Yes. Because it's a big weight.
Yeah, and it can
So-
spin in theory for a long.
It spun for 7 minutes. So,
Yeah, it's a long way.
but when I went to power this thing up, I tried to scan the QR code, and of course it didn't work. So I went and found the video because I kept having these errors beeping
Right.
with the thing. And so I was like, I better watch the quick start guide. So I watched it and he explained all that in it, which then I was able to power it up and run it. So very easy once you watch the quick start guide.
Nice.
And then when I first went to operate it, and it says this in the quick start guide, see how right is left? Just like a normal motorcycle. When you go left, the bike drops down and turns right. Somebody had this over on reverse, so when I went to take off, it was backwards.
Oh.
I was like, that was an easy fix. I flipped it over, you know?
Right. Right.
So, and then the thumb switch, now it's all ready to go. Then the thumb switch, when you hit it, and that's what was happening to me yesterday. So that's 2, and that's 3.
Right.
And that should be wheelie mode.
Right.
And I couldn't get it to wheelie.
Stable
So,
anyway.
and it's up
Right.
and not down.
Okay,
You know, like
go
the
up.
hand, yeah,
Okay.
like the handbrake is down. But this one is up.
Gotcha. And mode 1 is a lot more stability, right?
Mode 1 is for dirt. Mode 2 is supposed to be for,
Because mode 1 will give you more stability, more gyro interaction, all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. Okay. Which is
and
great.
then I think that's the mistake I was doing, because even down will go to 1, and then up goes to 2, and then 3, and then if you want to go back to 1, you go down, because if you go up, it doesn't do
Just
anything.
nothing.
You
Okay.
see?
So it's 1, 2, 3, and then okay, gotcha. Okay. Just kind of
2,
Okay.
and that's
You did a
already
good
on
job,
1.
'cause-
So when I was running it, and it's sunny outside, I couldn't see this, and I couldn't hear the beeps while I'm trying to watch the
Oh,
thing.
it's hard. Like okay, what?
So I don't know what mode I'm in. All I know is I kept pressing down, pressing down, pressing down. But it's literally, you got to toggle up and toggle down. So if you don't remember where you're at, or you can't hear it, you don't know what mode you're in. And it's hard to look at the remote when you're
And
running.
if you're doing, because you're second off here as it starts to.
Yeah, you
it's
run
like,
into
oh,
a curb
crap,
or
yes,
something.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
exactly.
even trying to like find the steering sub trim, because I'm used to it being next to the AVC button.
Right.
So I'm sitting there playing with brake, and I go, I know there's a sub trim, and it kept drifting right. And I was like, where's the trim? And I couldn't, you know, I got sweat pouring in my eye, and I'm like, man,
not going as well as I
where's
thought."
the sub trim? There's so many buttons. Like the remote is
That is a
so,
very complicated radio.
it's so different than any other remote. I
I
think
mean, hence
it's,
the price tag. If you have to
Yes.
make a whole software protocols for this, just for that.
but once you power it up and get it in this mode and everything is right, let's see, what mode is it? Two, that's 2, so we were in 1. So that's in 1. That's dirt. 2's supposed to be for street.
Right.
So we'll leave it in street. But once you do that and you take off, the thing's amazing. It's like, you know,
And then I even looked at the upgrades. The aluminum swing arms, real actual. Machine
yes,
disc
even the
brake.
machine hubs, and they got all kinds of aluminum
gotta do that.
upper bar mounts, upper and lower. I mean, this thing's going to be, I think they're going to be able to deck this thing out a lot.
Oh, anybody, because this will be kind of their. If it goes well, they're probably like other people have like their one car or their
Yes.
one. This will be that one. You know, I'll sacrifice a few because I really need to get that swing arm, which is $122 or whatever the thing is,
Yes.
you know.
And I don't even know if that'll break.
Well, probably not, but it's just a cool factor, like having these done.
Yes. Like
It was a smart
and I
idea.
think that's what's going to happen. They're going to upgrade these things to death
Yeah.
because they look so cool.
Yeah, it's not even performance. 'cause
Even
it-
like the brake cable up here, because this is a real working brake.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
They didn't. So they used a
There's a
front
front brake.
I
Yeah, there's a front
didn't-
front
look
brake
at that.
trim.
I
See?
haven't even looked at the thing that much.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like me. Yesterday when I ran it, I avoided videos because I wanted my true first opinion of the thing. Open
Right,
it up,
without
see
having to
it,
be biased.
without
Yeah.
being biased from all the other videos.
Right.
So, you know, the
Yeah.
only thing, you know, I would do is watch the quick start guide and then, of course, learn it, you know? I mean,
it's just, you know, you're driving more, so it's gonna like an airplane.
yes.
It's
That's what
it's
this reminds me of,
more
a drone
involved.
or an airplane
Yeah.
versus just getting an RC car, throwing a battery in it and go out and ripping it, because you can stop.
Yeah.
Here, every time you stop, you fall over.
Yeah.
So it's,
And you're balancing.
Yes.
You can't like my bikes. We used to run. I had a gas bike too. You had to slow down and turn. You couldn't just
yes.
turn.
And same with this.
I mean,
Yes.
just no matter what. Yeah.
And the stopping and turning radius is, you need a lot of room to stop with this thing.
Okay.
Even on 2S. Because when you hit the brake, like the motor brake, it just wants, it slides and it slides straight. But
Okay.
it's sliding, you know, it's not stopping.
Hence the knobby tires.
Hence, I think the front brake. and I never got to
Too
play.
much of that, and you know, who knows? If
Maybe
it's
you
gonna
can
go,
endo and put it on a wheelie. You never
that would
know.
be- If you could,
Yes.
that would be so
I
fun.
think it's going to be
And
fun.
Because that's what everyone wants to do. If you
Yes.
can master that, that would be a hoot.
I mean, even when I ride my street bike, it's the same thing. You're always wheeling or endoing, you know?
Yeah,
It's just, you want to do stupid things on a bike.
That's why I never got a big bike. I just knew.
And that's why when I had kids, I got rid of my street bike.
I mean, I used to ride my friends and stuff, and man, this is just bad use.
Because you're always splitting traffic. You're always going fast.
Oh, you can't help it. And it's just, I
Yes.
just want to be there, and you're there. I mean,
Yes.
the car's like, oh, the car's quick. No, get on a bike. If you
Yep.
want to be somewhere in a heartbeat,
Yep.
that's how you do it. Yeah.
So you want to go rip it real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Let me
go.
get my glasses really quick. Let me get my glasses.
I'd love to
I
see.
can't see correctly.
I turned to my daughter. I was like, hey, you want to run it? And she goes, no.
Heard it.
I was like, you can't do any worse than I did. It's definitely a cool thing.
Is it cool?
Yes. It makes you a better rider.
Oh, like in real life?
Well, just in running RC.
Better driver?
A better driver.
I thought you said rider. Like it's
Well, because it's a bike, I always say rider, even though I'm not on it.
right.
We do have the luxury of a cul-de-sac, our cul-de-sac, and that. I mean, our thing and a cul-de-sac.
Yep.
So the right is right, left is left.
Yes. Well, it's backwards on there, but when you ride, it'll be
It
normal.
throws the fork, like mine used
Yes.
to swing the forks out. That's how
Because
you
it's a
go.
counter steer. When you counter steer, the bike drops into a lean. And it's the same thing with this. And the steering input, and I find that every time I was turning, now this button, this MSX button or MS6 button,
Yeah, huh?
this isn't AVC. This is just how much you lean. How fast the bike will lean side
Okay,
to side.
I gotcha.
Has nothing to do with wheelie control or any of that stuff. It's not like
It's just
AVC.
how fast, okay.
So I started off with 0, which gave me very little. And then by the time I was towards the end of the run, I was 50%, about
Yeah, the more
halfway.
proficient, you're like, I can get out the brakes, hit and turn.
Because then I can turn faster.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought 50%.
That's a lot of work for this.
There's a
Look at
lot.
all-
Yes.
That is.
But the first, quick start video told you all this. And it
Right.
told you that when you turn this right and turn it left, you're going to see it backwards.
So, because my old bikes, you used to would just swing the forks.
Yes.
Because it swings the fork this way, and your bike would go that way. I mean,
Yes.
it was inherently pitched up. And
Yes.
it was fun.
Yep.
I imagine they'll make that's where they do improvements. Maybe it would be a machine aluminum.
I think
kick rounds and
somebody's
stuff.
going to make these a little shorter and tuck them in.
Yeah.
And I did notice that his feet pop out of this thing all the time because they're just into these pegs, and you don't want his feet dangling everywhere.
That's freaking, I just did such an amazing job. That's
But
cool.
you're going to be surprised. You're going to get out there and look like a pro. I'm telling you, it's not going to fall.
That's amazing. Because mine used to fall
Yep.
all the time.
Mine too.
It's a heavy little type.
And I think it's going to be good for speed runs.
All right, kids. Now you can feel the gyro every time you touch it.
Yes, it's really wanting to twist the thing.
Yeah. So then
And just hold that in whatever hand
he'll
you're.
pitch up like my bike. I can stay off to the side. So he-
Yeah, I never tried doing that. I just held it with one hand.
Oh, there we go. Shoot, my key. All right.
See how it just doesn't want to fall over? See how the turning's limited? But you can't mess up.
That's way fun.
You got to leave yourself plenty of turning and plenty of stopping.
Oh, that's great.
Right? He will not fall down.
Yeah, see, I tend to get out the front a little bit too much. You push it a little bit.
No, but I do the same. When turning, I'm off the throttle most of the time.
Yeah.
Even on 2S,
You see, you hit the brakes.
yeah, it locks up. And see how you want to turn more?
Yeah. That's just freaking fun. I gotta get my bride to try this.
Oh, anybody can run this thing.
See like that. Once you get it's stable, once you get out of the corner,
Yes.
once you exit the corner, and I'm already feeling like
Yeah, you should be on the throttle when you're exiting.
yeah. So I'll go softer there.
Yep,
And usually my bike would have dumped right about there.
exactly. And we'd be running over there to pick it up.
Although the guy I used to run with, the guy who was driving with associate, we both worked at the hobby store.
Yep.
He was a master at these things.
I'm hoping we can master the wheelie today, because yeah, you see how the gyro took over there?
It's quick too. I mean, it's no slouch.
No, it definitely loves coming up. When you nail that trigger, it wants to backflip.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can just go.
Yep.
You gotta try this.
Yes. And then he just falls over.
That's just shockingly fun.
It really is. It makes everybody a better rider.
And
And it's not overpowering better rider.
No, and once you get down, you can limit drive.
Yes.
Cutie girl.
Yeah, I saw it.
Want to drive?
No.
Dude, I've never done it before.
You gotta try
You
it.
cannot hurt it. It's already scratched. Just drive.
I already destroyed it.
Come on. Come on. It's freaking
Yes,
fun.
I'm telling you.
It's freaking fun.
You think it's gonna be hard to control, but all of a sudden it turns into a normal RC.
Yeah. Go, grab the brake, grab this. Right, left brake. All you have to do is gas it.
It's like a normal RC now.
Just drive like a, yeah. Get a little bit of gas. Once you feel it, it's instant.
The gyro will keep it up.
You don't have to be good. Punch it, you'll get out of there. Yeah, I mean.
This is what I was talking about, is that there's no professionals here. And this is how you're pretty much gonna be running. It's gonna take a while for everybody to learn and get used to.
That's easy. I mean, that's easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, me too.
Because my old gas bikes were a handful.
It really wants you to push the limits.
You can tell. Yes. You can tell.
You could tell that you want to keep going more and more.
I want to be able to.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I can jump down the control.
Yes.
And if anyone can grab one and just drive,
Yes.
you should be able to take off maybe from there.
See, I haven't tried that.
Yeah.
Some say you can, but I'm sure it'll be kind of difficult.
No, I'm good.
He's like, I didn't crash.
You're not going to hurt it.
Wasn't it easier than you thought it would be?
It's made to jump.
Yes. Even in the air, it keeps it straight.
That's a lot of engineering software.
Yes.
That's the bulk of what this thing is
And
that.
and that's why I think it's more like a drone, but I think it's user friendly for everybody because it says 14 years old and up.
Yeah. But
I mean, that's pretty young for something so advanced.
Any one person can try this in a half hour. They're an expert.
Oh yes, I think so.
mean, yeah.
Just from yesterday, 5 minutes I was on this thing, and I know a lot already.
Cutie girl.
Try it, honey.
He
The
did.
other gentleman.
Oh.
Try it. Sorry.
Oh, he walked away.
You want to try it, sir? Want to try it? You try it like an RC car. That's way
For a motorcycle.
They say I'd be an expert. It's easier.
Well, you won't fall over.
Let's give it a little bit of gas. You got, it's just run. You just got, accelerate a little bit. If you exit, when you come out of the corner, give it a little bit of throttle.
Yep.
Boom. Once you've got like 2 turns,
Can I videotape you demoing?
that thing is cool.
You got to leave room for braking and room for
Once you
turning.
learn what it will do, that's just fun.
it's
That's just fun.
it is.
That's what we're challenged to kind of keep you engaged with it as far as.
I wish it had more turning. Like I said, I wish those things were a little higher.
Yeah, but once you know it, because you're not gonna be able to break
Yes.
into the corner and come out and accelerate.
And
up.
people have been removing those pegs now.
Oh yeah. that's
You
what we
can, but when you stop, it's gonna fall over.
do. Yeah. When we did our guy, when we raced them, you just did.
Yep.
It's kind of weird, but it's pretty forgiving at low.
Yes.
Look how good you can turn at low speed, not jump
Yes, exactly.
the bike. Normally they're over the same way.
Yes, 100%.
It acts the same way in dirt.
Yes. Right now it's on street mode. There is a dirt mode.
Fuse right over there. I see dirt in our future.
Is that how you stop? Just
Yep, that's it.
What is it called? What?
Promoto
Promoto X.
MX.
MX.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you operate the steering when it's standing still, it's backwards from an RC car. Because a bike, when you turn left, you go right. Same concept with
It's not
this.
gonna hurt the thing. I mean, it's made to crash. Well,
It's just, it's the wheelies.
oh yeah. I mean, I just tried.
I want to try that wheelie mode and see if that thing
Try
will
that?
actually work. Let me see if
headed to the dirt.
that's 2. So 3 should be wheelie mode. Now it's hard to see that.
This thing 4S.
It's 2S. It's got a lot of power for 2S.
Everybody's getting. I think I got. They won't give me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it has a motor one, a stabilizing thing, so you don't have to be an expert. Quick. I like the fact that it doesn't jump on low speed.
Yes.
Mics were a problem.
See, once you realize that you're in that mode, it.
Not like a 1200. That's pretty cool. If you could do that, come out of that. Yeah, there you go. That's cool.
Yep.
Now you're not walking over like, you know, hey, look at the button. That's fun.
See, but with that, like me, I don't want to take my eyes off of it to look at what mode I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really can't hear the beep.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know one of you guys, that guy had one pretty long.
Oh, she wants to do a video of the wheelie.
I missed it.
You missed it? Oh.
Can't get that on there.
I'm stuck. His foot's probably off, is what I would imagine. Yeah, see, his foot came off the peg. Definitely need room for this thing. You can't mess up the wheelie once you're in the right mode.
It just sticks?
It just, full trigger, anything, it just holds it there. It's pretty cool.
High Desert Hobbies.
Yes.
I'm gonna put that on our. Thank you, Laura.
You want to try it with the wheelie?
Sure.
I was struggling because I couldn't see it yesterday. You got to toggle up and down, and I was just toggling down, so it was stuck in one mode.
It's going pretty good too.
Right? It gets up and then holds it. That's what I was trying to learn yesterday. But it takes a long time to stop.
I knew it happened to me sometime.
Yep. You can see all our brake marks right here. And that's the thing with this, guys. It's just going to take time learning it, learning the controls, learning what it does. That's all it is. So definitely yesterday, you know, I was trying to learn. And that's all it is. But nobody's going to go out there and be an expert and not crash. Look, he's already into the curb again. It's just because the turning radius. Yes.
Not a big good turning radius.
No, that's what I was saying on the video yesterday, and that's why I kept playing with that MX switch, because that makes it drop down faster.
You know, I just watched that video this morning.
Did you? Oh, I got hammered on that video because I'm not an expert.
By who?
Well, everybody in the comments, they're like, oh, you scratched it and you damaged it. I was like, I wasn't trying to. That's why I didn't take it to dirt. I was just trying to learn it yesterday. But then when it kept flipping over, I was like, oh, I better figure out what's going on. Then the battery's dead. Because it is only a 2S.
What's the, what size to it?
This one's a 35C. They recommend a 50C. And I suggest buying the battery with it, because even like this one, the balance board's hanging out. And when you crash, it could rip that plug off.
So I have to learn all over again.
Yes. But, you know, it stays up more than most of them do.
I think I've driven like one other RC
Motorcycle?
It wasn't very good at all.
That's like me. I tried it for like 5 minutes and gave up. Definitely a cool RC. And then the shutdown isn't normal. You can't just turn it off. You got to stop that gyro first. Oh,
Gotcha.
look at the
Interesting.
look at the AVC.
That thing is really cool. And it's got its own stand too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you picked it up. Have you picked it up with the gyro? Try wiggling the thing.
Whoa.
Right? See how the gyro is like kicking it and trying to keep it straight?
Feel that.
So here, let me get your picture.
It's insane. It doesn't want to be on its side now, because
No.
that second motor is just spinning that big weight in there.
Wow. That is crazy. I mean, that is crazy. Oh yeah.
It literally will try to rip it out of your hand,
Man, that's
right?
after that.
So they say the shutdown, before turning anything off, just turn this off, and you'll hear the brake applied to the gyro.
Oh, is that
And then
that
when
noise?
that's that noise, when that stops, then you can turn everything off. But that's a drag brake slowing that big weight down right now.
Oh, because it's just
Yes,
constantly spinning.
it's constantly spinning. If you just power it off, it took me 7 minutes to get it to stop yesterday.
Wow.
Yes,
7 minutes?
yes, 7 minutes. Right now it's beeping, telling me it's on like a shutdown mode. It's telling you not to operate it because the gyro's not spinning. And it won't let you run when the gyro's off.
That's so cool too.
The real chain?
Yeah.
Yep. And I think they already sell this in aluminum. There's a gold one, an upgraded one with different teeth. Did the gyro stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? It's not moving no more.
See, I don't know. I don't know about that. I might.
And now it can be powered down. I'm telling you,
All ages, even our older customers.
it's.
Taylor would really dig that too.
I'm shocked.
I think a 5-year-old could run it. You know, as long as you know the startup procedure and the shutdown procedure.
Yeah. I mean, Peter can do it.
I mean, if I can do it, you know, I'm no expert in any way. But I dig the thing. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Of course.
And you know, it's in yesterday's video, I'm like, hey, everybody come down here. Maybe they'll let you run it.
Oh, cool.
That is really cool though.
Right? I think it is.
I used to, when I was a kid, I raced.
I think most of us did out here.
I loved it too.
I love the dirt bikes. I mean, I was always in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I got into street bikes. And of course, I wrecked like everybody else. I laid it down, road rash and all. But, you know, I continued to ride.
But there's nothing like dirt. I mean,
Nothing like dirt.
Dirt is so much
Yes. And I didn't want to take this into the dirt because, you know, it's their demo model. I didn't want to pack it with dirt and then not be able to wash, hose it off. You know, so I figured let me learn it on asphalt real quick, and then I still ripped the jacket. I scratched up the back and ripped his jacket and his elbow from flipping over.
Not too bad.
Yeah. The nice thing is the clothes are 20 bucks, and all the plastics with the stickers is 39 bucks. So not too bad for Losi pricing, I think. You know. And it has a real front brake on a cable.
I was feeling because
You could feel it.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, like for me, I would adjust it up more because even trying to stop here, we're sliding all the way to the back. And I think applying more of this front brake that's on here, I think just keep cranking this thing up until the brake feels good to you. You definitely don't want it to lock up, but
So you're saying people are already taking those off?
yeah, because they want to see how it would act. And it acts normal. And even in the turning, I mean, you can get down too low to where you gas it and it'll slide out.
Yeah.
But you know, they're on springs. These are on some sort of spring, And it looks like you can put a screw at the bottom and screw them up a little higher maybe. But I noticed what happens is, even like when I got stuck over there, his foot gets stuck on the ground and then this comes out.
Oh.
And then when that happens, you can't accelerate and get back up because his foot is holding the ground. So me, I would probably put some like Velcro or something in there and stuff his foot on it so the Velcro holds it in. Yep, that's probably what I'll do to mine. I can't wait to get mine. I'm just so happy they let me rip this one. It you know, I think a lot of hobby shops, if they do stuff like this, it'll get people, you know, buying more of them, I think.
For sure.
And I think that's the whole thing of sending down a display model, you know.
But we don't get discounts on it.
No,
So
and that's what I'm
they
saying. Once you
discount
run it, yes,
Yes, then it'd be easier to open up a box.
exactly. I
What
think
do we make? $40? You know, $80.
that thing should be sold to you guys at their cost for promo only, just so customers can rip them. You know, it's hard for a hobby shop to, you know, break out $600 every time a new RC comes out. You know.
Hanging on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday.
So the handlebars stay stationary.
Yeah, they don't turn with the rider. And I thought they were going to turn with the rider to give it that realistic.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But no.
Oh, so it's already on there. I'm gonna do one more showing how you're giving. I'm gonna put Earl. Your YouTube is Earl Moorhead YouTube, right?
Yes.
That's your handle.
Yes. Just my name, Earl Moorhead.
Perfect. A little video showing you giving some tips.
Yes. And it's just 5 minutes of running it yesterday and watching the in that video I posted yesterday, in the description I put Losi's link to the startup. So, which is good because that's where I learned everything.
You know, I am totally brain dead. I knew I forgot one of the colors.
But there we go. That's going to end this video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. I'm going to get out, start ripping my X-Max.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll just give her a little bit. Give her the throttle. Yeah, every turn is going to will be for sure.
You need a lot of room for stopping and a lot of room for turning.
I guess good, guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is
That's a lot of
Yep. Well, and that's the thing. Even the steering opposite, even though it feels like it's correct. No, his foot's jammed now. Yeah.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. No professionals here, as you see. They still can ride it, but they do, you know, they do get stuck. So, not everybody's going to open this thing up out of the box and be an expert rider like all the videos we've watched for the last, you know, couple of weeks on this thing.
There you go. You can kind of see it correct itself like that. That's pretty cool.
It really is.
But I mean, it's just kind of good.
It makes every rider look good.
It doesn't. It's pretty intuitive.
Yes, but it takes some skill still.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, it takes some use to get.
But even
Yep.
it's supposed to be how stable it was, and even go like a mile an hour.
Yes.
I had enough. That's enough. That's enough for me.
And I think that's where a lot of people are going to be.
Yeah.
They're like, I'd rather.
Texas getting one.
Yep. I'll just get my own.
Yeah. Oh man.
We should probably put it in wheelie mode for you.
Oh yeah. Let me see it. See it doing
It's gonna be him. I don't know.
Oh, we just got to put that thing on channel 3 or on the 3rd light. You can do a wheelie easy. You got more skill than I have. Look at that. See how the wheels rode that?
Yeah.
I did that yesterday on a curb.
That is crazy.
Oh.
He does,
And I'm surprised at the runtime for the 2S. I mean,
yeah.
with 2 motors and all this stuff. It definitely. Yes.
On the battery.
Yeah, and I think we have the thing at half right now.
Oh, Gyro won't drive this. Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. It gets up every time, as long as his foot doesn't come off that peg. Once it comes off the peg, it's hard to get it up.
Let me get a quick video. I gotta get video of this. This is
Yes.
crazy.
I'm here in December on the next shipment.
I can see it. If you're gonna park there. Oh, that was a wheelie. I didn't even do that.
Yeah, because I don't even know what mode we left it in. I don't know if it's in dirt or on road or...
That's all good.
Yes. And this is where I think most people are going to play with it, on the asphalt like this.
Oh, probably.
In front of their house. That's where most of the RCs do get run.
Oh yeah, you get guys. I just want to have it.
We're in a big city. You guys got dirt everywhere.
Yeah, when I
No, I had enough. I can't wait to get mine. I do love the thing though. In a long time. Well, I don't think none of us have been this excited for an RC drop.
You know, I mean, rock crawling when it came out was new and fun. I really did enjoy it. I still do.
Yeah.
It's just nice, you know.
See, I like building rock crawlers.
Yeah.
I feel that's where the fun is for me.
And the scale thing is really cool.
Yes.
It's pretty quick. I mean, you come out with some authority on this.
Yep.
Around the corner.
Have you tried turning up the front brake, see if it stops better?
No, because I'm afraid to get the thing off.
Right? Aren't you afraid to look down?
Yes. Because if I look down the radar, I'm crash.
Exactly. And I think the beep should be a little bit louder for the thumb thing.
I go more front brakey.
Yeah, it should be the far front one.
No, front brake rate?
Yeah, front brake rate.
That's all.
That's everything, huh?
Dude, you want to drive? Do it. Don't be a coward.
Let me get some water together, I'll try it. I'm definitely going to look at that thing.
You're totally high maintenance, right? Guzzle some water and get out here.
Yeah, his feet already came off.
Bring the man some water, I'll bring you one. Go drive.
That's one thing I noticed is that the feet come off a lot. So I would probably Velcro. Oh, I got to give them their box back too. So what I'm saying, come down here if you guys want to run this motorcycle. Nice thing about a mom and pop hobby shop is they love sharing the experience. I forgot about the box.
No, we can't.
Well, the RC's there.
He's a YouTuber. If you want to know anything about the newest, the latest RC, check out Earl Moorhead's YouTube.
I'll break it for you.
He breaks it down. He shows us the point.
You're an expert now. Your water is already going into.
Now he's like, I got to go out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like the wheelie mode because no matter how hard you pull the trigger, it just pops up. That's what I was trying to learn yesterday, and I couldn't get it down because I couldn't figure out how to.
It just takes some practice to do.
And yep, it's all learning the RC.
That's funny because they did a challenge.
Yes.
You know, especially if you get like an off-road situation where you have to kind of go up and jump.
Yes.
Now turn.
Yep.
That's going to be a whole lot of fun.
And that's I think the next thing for most of us because we have the BMX track for me, and I wanna run on it and try jumping. You know.
Don't get run over.
Exactly.
That's your biggest threat. Happy one. That's fun.
Yes.
It's the most fun.
It definitely is. All right, we'll be back. He's still out there ripping it. You can see it's wobbling a lot. Person stopped in the middle to watch you. I said they stopped in the middle to watch you. Oh,
I'm on that bottle.
I could see. It cut out? Yeah, that's probably about 30 minutes of runtime now, because I think it's been about 7 people that have tried it.
I saw the video and I was like, they can't still be there.
So I was telling everybody, come down. The battery went to cut out. Oh, I have soda, thank you. We'll have to do the shutdown and then charge that battery.
That is kind of, I guess you could run a second battery just.
Click that gyro off on that controller. The flywheel.
Yeah, so you got to power that one down first, right?
Yes. So that's
I can hear
power.
it. I can hear
Yep,
it.
it's powering down.
I'm not done testing.
You want to drive it in the dirt?
I'm not done testing. We're going to the dirt
YouTube
next,
trail?
Adam.
Oh, we can.
Yeah,
But
no.
the battery's dead now. We got to charge it up.
We got to charge the battery, go to the
Well,
dirt.
we have different ones.
Yeah, we can throw anything in there. Sounds like a jet winding.
Earl's gonna want to do it for his YouTube channel. Honey.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Let him talk about
You
it.
can do
Stay
whatever
quiet
you
in the
want.
background, dear.
It's all good.
We will be quiet. And well, you might hear a chuckle from time to time.
Wow, and I'm blown away.
That was awesome.
The hardest thing for YouTube, is music,
Oh, bad.
because it always demonetizes the
Well,
videos.
I have a bad ear. It's like
Yep.
in a restaurant. that
Yep.
Weird random sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Conversation.
Yep.
Same idea.
Here, I think it's stopped. Well, it's still not powered down. It's still going through its power down.
Oh, okay.
Where's the power button? Oh, here it is. So the gyro stopped now. This gotta go that way. And then the remote. And then the battery.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. You're all set up. Feels amazing, huh?
I mean, it's sick. Going just when I pull the trigger, just.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what is it? A 2S?
Yeah, 2S. 42 miles an hour.
3S on this bad boy?
I'm telling you.
Oh?
The only thing you got to do is for the gyro, run an external BEC, the $100 Castle one, so that you can keep the gyro spinning on 2S, and then you can put 3S, 4S, whatever you want in it.
Can I interview you about it? Just tell me how easy it was and how fun it was and how amazing. You can't wait to get one. All that about.
Be how hard
You
it.
came here to check it out.
I just came to yeah.
To drive it. What do you want one now? Not your thing? He's speechless. Okay, come on, can I interview you?
Can't do any worse than I did yesterday. So here we are, High Desert Hobbies. Like I've been saying before, come down if you want to drive one. They're literally, people are coming down, showing up just to run the RC. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool to see a lot of you guys showing up here just to give this thing a rip.
In an effort to, I mean, normally here, but it's kind of tight because of the car. You're not okay kind of driving in the corner there? Yeah.
The cul-de-sac.
You want to drive it real quick?
Go ahead. I'll finish recording.
Oh, it's smooth.
The thing's hilarious.
Ooh, can't be out here too long.
It's hot,
Feel
right?
the breeze.
Yes.
That's a hot breeze.
Yesterday I was out and it was 103.
Who's going first?
One of the kids.
Here comes the car.
These kids have never ran an RC before. So this will be interesting. It's hard when you never ran RC because with the motorcycle you do have to keep some power on. You can't just stop. And disclaimer, it does say 14 or older. Oh! He's driving as well as I drove yesterday. But that's what it's all about. That's what hobby shops do, is, you know, it's all about the kids and the family. It's not about the $600 RC car and having to read the owner's manual. As you see, none of the kids have read an owner's manual. They got somebody there instructing them on minimal, and they've never even ran an RC car. And they're learning with a motorcycle. And I think that's where this thing will shine. Oh, oh, and a backflip. No.
Let it survive.
Yep, he needs to learn on a slash.
Try one time.
Might want to turn it down to 50%. You might want to put this in the training mode 1.
Yeah, good point.
There you go.
Let's go to 50%.
Ready? Yeah, you got it. You got it. Slow, slow.
God, 50% still kind of
There you go.
fast.
Yes, there you go. And go this way towards us a little bit to the other car. There you go. 4. Little bit. Came off.
I got the slow-mo of it bouncing off the curb.
I think I missed it. Oh, your stream was much better.
Yeah,
I didn't walk around.
50%.
You come out of the corner, there you go. Perfect, you're an expert. That's lower. You get a little gas. Once you get down, getting those pegs out of the way,
Yes. I think if they were up just a little
it
higher.
would help. And they're not ugly.
They're not ugly. You don't really notice
I
it.
mean, you're going to have more fun with them on.
Yep. I think so.
It's not a real motorcycle.
Yes. We're not on it.
No, this dude's got this. There you go. Ooh, you like one of those sprint bikes. What are those things called, the sprint bikes?
Oh, yes. The roundy
Those
rounds.
guys are good. I
Yes.
used to love watching those.
Sprint cars.
You're almost, you're so far sideways, your back tire is
Yep.
almost in front of you. Nice save. I like it.
Yep. It's one thing you have to get used to is throttling through the turns.
Slowly.
Oh gosh, okay.
Oh, you got to give it, yeah, slow, slow, slow. Give it some gas, and you got it. By the hair of your chin, chin, chin.
Yep.
There you go. A little bit slower. Oh, look at that. It does really good on a slow speed.
It does.
I mean, considering he could survive that even.
I think so. And the 50% power is still kind of quick.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
I dropped it all the way to 50.
One more.
Ready? We got it. There you go. Little positive. You coming out for it? Give a little gas. That's pretty good. If you guys have never really done RC cars.
Yes, to learn this, yep.
That fast, that's pretty good.
It would have been 2 weeks for me on any other bike.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, right? Oh, you gotta let off.
First drop. Oh, that's good. Well, you might catch the corner.
He might have. No. Only the baggers have reverse. It's not a bagger. It's my name, Earl Moorhead. E-A-R-L.
E-A-R-L.
Uh-huh. Moorhead. M-O-O-R-H-E-A-D. Should pop up right away.
You're on Moorhead? Okay,
Yep.
cool. I'm Kildike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've seen you. I think I've seen one of your videos a long time ago here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually starting to waterproof the RCs here. Oh. Yeah, I started waterproofing RC cars here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like when it was taboo, Christine was looking at me like, I don't know if you want to do that. I said, I don't know. It was my mom.
Probably turn it back up to
Oh, there you go,
100.
yeah. Okay, keep in mind the little guys.
I switched it down to 50 for the kids.
Let's put it back at 75 right now. Just
Yep.
to get comfortable with it.
It's really mellow.
They never did with a
They've never driven a four-wheel drive.
Are you going to take this in the dirt?
I never even started it with a push.
You recording?
Oh yeah, I'm recording.
If those feet don't get in the way, that's another thing what happened to eggs.
Out for the jog.
Little outriggers.
Yes. That's what I was explaining to people yesterday when I first ran it. Like, he just ran it. He ran it into a curb. And he's an experienced YouTuber, RC guy. I remember seeing one of his videos like 3 years ago. Here, I think it was here. He had broke out his little camera, his phone.
All you do is you spat. I'm sorry, I spat hit a curve.
Yes, but that's what they tested. From my understanding, this is the 3rd or 4th revision on those forks so that they don't snap right away. Because that kid hit it hard.
He hit it so hard that
And you see
it straight.
it kept it straight when it landed.
I thought if he was really good.
Yes, he could have.
There you go.
And then the other guy, he was going through the turns, nailing the trigger, and the gyro was like, and the RC was all, and I was like, man, you're hitting those turns hard like that.
If this kid never drove an RC car,
That's impressive.
First time.
Yep, that's impressive.
That's.
It says for 14 and older, and the other kid looked like he was about 12, 13.
Yeah, he got right away.
Yeah.
The little guy did afterwards.
The little guy did.
Yeah. All right, heat up another battery for David. We'll have to put him in the dirt.